This is a video how-to of leasing commission structure. There's primarily two different types of leases: new lease and renewal leases. The new leases receive a $20 per lease base commission to the leasing team member that signs the new lease. The renewal leases are $40 per lease divided equally by all team members. In addition to the base commissions, we also have bonus commissions. Team members are eligible for retroactive bonuses should specific occupancy hurdles be met. The bonus structure is as follows. Occupancy bonuses. Retroactive per lease. Commission increases based on occupancy hurdles. These commissions will be paid to each leasing team member on a pro rata share of the lease he or she signed. Short-term leases are excluded from the leasing bonus. There are 4 hurdles that trigger retroactive per lease increases. First hurdle is 85%. Once we hit 85% of the pre-leased occupancy, this includes new leases and renewal leases, 50 cents will be paid out to each lease that was signed by each leasing team member. This occupancy bonus only pertains to the leasing team members. At 90%, they get 75 cents. At 95% pre-leased, they get $1. And at 100%, they get $2.50. These numbers are subject to change depending on your property and the market. This is for illustrative purposes only. There is also a renewal bonus pool. Retroactive per renewal lease. Commission increases based on renewal occupancy hurdle. These commissions will be split equally by all team members, excluding the community manager. Short-term leases are excluded from the renewal bonus. There are 4 hurdles that trigger a retroactive per renewal lease increase. First one is 35%. Once we hit 35% pre-leased, $10 per lease will be put into the renewal pot to be split by the renewal team. At 40%, another $10 will be put in. 45, another 10, and at 50%, it's $15. Again, this is for illustrative purposes only. Below, this is a table describing each different type of lease that we would pay out a commission or a bonus for. There's primarily 8 different types of leases. We've got pre-leases, there's 4 types: new full-term lease, renewal full-term lease, short-term, and renewal short-term. We also have 4 current leases. A current lease would be if a lease got signed after August 1st for the existing term, and a current new full-term lease would be if it got signed after August 1st and somebody moved in, say in September, and their lease went till 7/31 of the next year. That would be a current new full-term lease. This table shows the dates describing briefly what each lease date would be for each different lease type, and also the commissions for each different type of lease. And then the bonus. As you can see, bonuses are only paid for pre-leases that are new full-term leases and pre-lease renewals that are full-term. Let's review the payout. For new leases, 100% of the new lease base commission and 50% of the renewal bonus reached will be paid out to the leasing team members on a monthly basis. The remaining 50% of the occupancy bonus will be held and paid out after turn. Renewal leases, 100% of the renewal base commissions and 50% of the renewal bonus reached will be paid out to all the team members, excluding the community manager, on a monthly basis. The remaining 50% of the renewal bonus will be held and paid out after turn. Here's some brief notes. There's a lot of different situations that can come up, and we've tried to cover them all here in this brief leasing commission structure. This Word document is a synopsis. This is video 1. Video 2 will go over the Excel document of how you actually enter in the leases and for all the different lease types. So to review the notes real quick, all commissions and bonuses are paid monthly at the beginning of the month. The base leasing commission applies to full-term leases only. Short-term leases will receive 50% of the base leasing commission. Leasing manager is excluded from leasing bonus and commissions. Renewals include all team members excluding community manager. Short-term leases are defined as any lease ending prior to the full-term lease end date, typically 7/31. Therefore, a lease signed in December ending on the following year 7/31 date is considered a full-term lease. It is possible to have a 2-month lease but still be called a full-term lease, or a 5-month lease be a full-term lease. It all depends on the lease end date. The bonus structure runs for one pre-leasing cycle at a time. All pre-leasing cycles end on the day prior to move-in and start on move-in day. In the event leases get signed after move-in day and prior to May 1st, current lease, for the current lease period, only base commissions get paid. May 1 to August 1 current leases, no commissions are paid. So if somebody signs a lease in June and the resident moves in June, that's considered a current lease, but no commission will be paid because it's so short term. Example. We've got a few different examples to run through. The leasing agent signs a current full-term lease on September 15th, 2011. Lease start date is 10/1/2011, and the lease end date is 7/31/2012. The result is 100% of the base commission gets paid. However, no allocation to a bonus would be applied because it's a current lease. Example 2, leasing agent signs a new pre-lease on September 15th, 2011. The lease start date is 8/15/2012, goes through 7/31/2013. The result is 100% of base commission plus 1 occupancy bonus. Example 3, the leasing agent signs a current full-term lease and a new pre-lease on September 15th, 2011. This only gets one actual lease gets signed, but for commission purposes it counts as 2 leases. The lease start date is 10/1/2011 and it goes through the following pre-leasing period to 7/31/2013. The result is 100% base commission for new pre-lease plus 1 lease allocated to the occupancy bonus and 100% base commission for the current full-term lease. Example 4. Leasing agent signs a current short-term lease on September 15th, 2011. Lease start date is 10/1/2011 and it goes through 5/31/2012. The result, 50% of base commission. Example 5. Leasing agent signs a current full-term lease and new pre-lease on May 2nd, 2012. Lease starts on 6/1/2012 and goes through 7/31/2013. The result, 100% of base commission for new pre-lease plus 1 to the occupancy bonus. No commission for current leases signed after May 1. And that's it for the first video of the leasing commission structure. Video 2 will explain how to enter the leases into the Excel file to keep track of all the commissions. Thank you for partaking in this video.